So there's my project of the day. You can't see it. Finally finished the lantern. This and the other project that I'm going to make here real quick on video. That and all that is going to Norway as a gift. This lantern was inspired by the Oseberg find and is an interpretation of it. I'm sure they may have had something very similar because it was easy to make and it didn't take quite too long. This type specifically, I used beeswax for my bees to use to make it like into a candle instead of petroleum or a lard fuel, which could easily spill. And I have to ship this in the mail, and I'd like it to have that extra personal touch. Now if you look at it, let me zoom in on this camera here, you guys. It's got a wick, cotton wick, and the handle, the actual shaft of the lantern goes down through the bowl, comes up with a twist to hold the wick in place. It's pretty neat. I saw something very similar to this on the internet and thought, why not make one of those? So I tried it and it came out absolutely awesome. And now I'm going to give it away. Isn't that awesome? All the cool things I make, I give them away. So this is going to Norway as a gift, along with what's going to be this fire striker and a kit to go with it. My usual giveaway kits that I make for people when they have birthdays or whatever. So a surprise person is going to get this in about a week, and I hope they're going to love it. So check it out. See me finish this up, and hopefully you can get some ideas on how to make a fire starting kit pouch on your own. I'm going to demonstrate a very simple method on how to do that. So let's get started. Alright, first we're going to need a piece of leather. Let me zoom over here in the corner. Let me turn this around so I can see what I'm zooming in on actually. Down there I have about 300 or 400 pieces of leather that I got from a special sale off of the eBay classifieds. So let's find a piece of suitable leather for this fire starting kit. And what I would like to do is find a round, whoops, I save small pieces like this too. Find a small piece about this round, which would be sufficient for just an average fire starting kit. There we go. I had to change the battery real quick before we run out of battery juice about halfway through this project. I didn't want that to happen. So for doing stuff like this, I have a little piece of oak I can put down here. I could, if I really want it. This is a present, so I want it to be nice. I do want it to be like really professional looking, like it took some time and care. So I want to do that. I'm going to actually, look at that. I'm going to make it a bit smaller. I'm going to trace, use that side. I'm going to trace a circle. I'm going to cut it nicely. Because I do want it to look quite that bit extra nice. If it was mine, I wouldn't care so much. Just give me something to outline here. So how I usually like to do this is I fold it once in half. And I keep it in half, sort of, kind of, a little bit. And I start at 12 o'clock. And I punch one hole. Actually, it should start at 11 and 2. Well, depends on how I want the holes. So I'm going to start at 12 o'clock right here, make a hole through both pieces of leather, all the way through. Since I folded this, I now have 2 holes at the same time. As you can see if I show you right there. See? Now I got to keep it aligned, or else this method won't work very well. At first I'm going to space it so that the corner, now I'm going to do the corner right here. I'm going to do a quarter of the way back, or halfway between there. to do halfway between there and back. Ouch, there's my finger. Now about halfway between those two holes. Now I'm going to repeat the process on the other half. Symmetrical holes everywhere. So what we're going to do now is take this piece of beeswax. It's a piece of beeswax for my bees I've collected, and we're going to wax this. What that does is it makes the fibers stick together, and it makes the string more, it gives it a certain surface strength. As you can see here, the difference. It's all fuzzy right there, and here it's a consistent, nice piece of string. So we're going to do this. I'm going to do this. Actually, with you guys watching, it could be we. I can imagine you're here watching. So this is pulling it through a couple of times to get the wax to heat up. Makes this a lot easier. I do this with my bowstring also as well. Really helps the bowstring to keep moisture out and keep its integrity and its strength. So we're going to keep doing that. It really makes the string nice to pull through those holes there too when you use the fire starting kit. You know, it's like all natural things here. That's all natural materials. But I really like to. It's one of my big targets here. When I make stuff, I try to use all natural materials. Now we're going to get excited here. We're going to get into the end. All right. Look at that, like magic. Now I have both strings coming out the other side. Now all I got to do is put my fist in here and pull on these strings now, and it'll close up nicely. See, now you have a little pouch basically to hold all your flint and steel. There's our pouch for the flint and steel. I'm still going to use some beeswax here. This is way too long. We're going to shorten that a little bit, but for now we're going to make sure this is nice and waxed up. What I like to do is when I get this all done, everything inside of it and everything fits in there nicely, I like to take a piece of antler and use it as a stop. So I'm going to go find some beads maybe sometimes, and knickknacks and paddywhacks, something that gives a little neat touch to it to see how I think it would look. Now for those of you who don't know, charred cloth is a fire starting tool, resource that's been around for as long as Flint-Steel almost has. However, this is cotton. Camera right there. This is cotton charred cloth, and historically that is not placed quite there in the Viking Age. They did not have cotton. So this is going to be kind of out of date. However, they did have linen. And you can char basically any natural substance like flax, linen, cotton. You can char also as well. You see here, punk wood, which is rotten wood, which is kind of like, it feels kind of like paper. So when the tree starts to dissolve into brittle pieces, that's punk wood. You can char that and it'll catch a spark. There's a tinder fungus called tinder sponge or Tunderschwamm. I'm working on a video right now, putting that together so that you guys can actually come along with me on an adventure to test out some theories and methods on how to actually prepare it and use it. There's several different approaches to that. But for the purpose of practicality right now, we're going to use this cotton charred cloth, which I make when it's winter time and there's nothing better to do but sit in front of the fireplace and change out tin cans full of this stuff. So let's take a small quantity like this, lasts me a long time. Let's put this away. Let's place that nicely into the gift pouch here, right there. Alright, I had to go find my safety glasses for this operation. That was quite a dangerous endeavor, shooting flints across the garage. And now I have nice pieces of flint here for using on the steel. So just to see if this works out, let me unwrap this again one more time. Make sure this is all good stuff right here. You see this on the camera? Yeah, it'll spark real nicely. This Flint-Steel works absolutely fine. So we're going to now wrap this up so it doesn't clatter around in the Flint-Steel. Very nice. Okay, a little set of fat wood right there. Now look at that, nothing gets wasted. Our last piece of string. So sew this nice, looks. Nice little tie on there. Go. Put some of that in the bottom. Put some of that like right there. Next we're going to need some tree sap. Ball of tree sap. And for the looks. Helps it fit better in the pouch too. I don't do this on my kits. This is just for the ones I give away. People wonder why I do that. What is all this grass? And they have no idea what to do with it. So just so it'll fit in the pouch. It fits real nicely in the pouch now. Is there anything else I forgot? Let's see, we got flint and steel, we have charred cloth, we have some dried grass, some pine resin, and some fat wood, some Kienspan. It's one of my videos that if you watch, check it out. I'll post it in the info tab up here, right about up here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, some Kienspan here. Yeah, check out one of my other videos where I go find some of this stuff. It's pretty cool. Dry grass, I mean, it's pretty basically self-explanatory. You have everywhere you have grass you can get, but Kienspan or fat wood, you really have to go out and look for it. So there's a couple videos on my channel too. You can check that out if you feel like it. At this point, I'd like to mention that I am trying to get 1,000 subscribers. So that's my big next goal. If you're watching this video and you enjoy what you see and you check out my channel and you like my videos, please like and subscribe. It helps out a lot. I have great goals with this channel, where it's going, and I need every little bit of support I can get from you guys. So with that said, let's take another look here. Let's push it all in there nice. Make sure it fits. If it doesn't fit, we have to reduce something. Okay. And then I just tie it around the antler to keep it closed. Nice little tinder pouch. Now I could have made it just slightly larger, but this is going to someone who's pretty crafty with stuff like this, and I don't know if they have one or not. It's just gonna be like a surprise. I'll post a link to their YouTube channel here after I get all this online. I'll post a link to their channel and you can check it out. It's also very Viking related. I don't want to say who it is right now because it's supposed to be a surprise, but I don't think that this person is going to watch this video until after they get it. So it's going to be for you guys actually more to maybe learn something new or see something neat that I've been up to lately. And these pieces here, basically the rest over is just not really much I can do with them, so we're going to put those in the recycled bin. Alright, so that's it, YouTube. Been working on that lantern and this fire starting kit last weekend, and this weekend I finally finished it. Work has been starting back up, so I don't have a lot of time to go up to the camp and make cool stuff, but I have a lot of individual orders from people that would like to get things. I'll be very busy on and off camera here in the next couple of days, so stay tuned and stay safe and see you soon.